Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us his truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, the Aquath that are listening, learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, one third, the hopeful elect of Israel. My brother slash elder. And I just wanted to touch real quick a response or to another person has a dream about the mark of the beast. This is the elder apostle Tahar. About an hour ago. And this guy said something that caught my attention. He said, Dunyan rings, right? Where are Dunyan rings? I'm like, okay. And, what, modern vernacular or whatever. This guy is telling this story so naturally, right? That he's basically recalling the dream he had vividly, right? And he knows that this is basically a vision. So let's get that real quick because I tend not to go to the scripture. So let me do that right away. Shall dream dreams, yeah? Shall dream. Let's do this quick. Shall dream dreams. Did I get that? All right. Acts 2 and 17. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh. So this guy, who appears to be a Jake, and he's got a je ne sais pas. If you, I don't quite know a je ne, no. He's got a je ne sais pas. He's got that Jake on him. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions. Well, okay, and continue. And your old men shall dream dreams. And not that he was old, but he was old enough. Okay? So, the point is, we're in, right, in the last, what is this saying? We're clearly in the last days. We're at the end. And what is he talking about? Ain't no microchips. Okay? In the last days, ain't no microchips. You know this thing has been simmering. And here we go. You know what's going to be curious? And I don't mean to make light because it's not funny. But this has been a bone of contention that started a long time ago. And now that thing is coming to a head, just like war, right? This thing culminates in war. How can you not, foresee that you could just speak about war? The whole book is about war, all right? And it comes to a head about what? War, right? And what? Microchips. So all that running that's been going on from IUIC and all this dodging and shit, guess what? What we're about to see is rats. A bunch of rats fleeing a sinking ship. And it's gonna be spectacular. And again, I'm gonna say this again. I'm not making sport of it. Okay? This is not, a gleeful thing. But it's been it's this thing, right? And we're waiting to see it. Because they started this a long time ago. And now they've built up all these people. Okay, and I'm talking about the IUIC built up all these people. And not all of them are going to go down on the Titanic. A bunch of them are going to start jumping like rats, right? Like the rats that they are at the moment. Because they can still get cleaned up. The ones that are jumping off and they make it, they might clean themselves. If they understand what they've just been through, this is your last chance. You better figure it out. You better get with this 100, and you won't even be able to get with the 100% truth. You'll be so effed up off of just getting off of that sinking ship, right? Only to be met by a tiger or a lion. All right? Anyway, let me play this. I'm going to play a snippet. I'm going to come back because apparently this is going towards ain't no microchips. It's June. Okay? It's June. And what? Who appears to be Esau, right, is perfectly comfortable with, motherfucker, I'm running. We're running for our lives. I'm not taking it. The way he told a story, I'm going to play the whole thing. He told a story, well, they were marching us off, and then we darted out into the bushes. It kept it moving. Okay? That is so vivid. All right? That's what these are the things that I think about. Well, if they're frog marching us and you see a way, you better take that way out. That's your escape. You gotta be thinking like, how are you thinking like that if you ain't no microchips? You're gone, you guys are gone, you're Dunyan rings.
A little bit of a fast forward. I'm sitting in a room and I see an officer walk in with his daughter. And this does get a little graphic. I'm sorry if it freaks anybody out. But they were both talking to each other, and I could tell he's like trying to calm her down or something. And in comes a few more officers, and they ask him like, "Why didn't you do it? Like, why didn't you take the system?" And before
why didn't you take the C hip? Take that mark.
Really could respond, they pew-pewed both of them in the heads. Bam, done. And me and like one or two other kids are sitting in these like rafters, like dark corner of the roof, watching this happen and realizing that if they catch us, that we are gone. We are Dunyan rings. There's nothing to do about it. And it started getting really intense from here.
We are Dunyan rings. That's what I wanted you to hear.
In comes a few more officers, and they ask him like, "Why didn't you do it? Like, why didn't you take the system?" And before he even really could respond, they pew-pewed both of them in the heads. Bam, done. And me and like one or two other kids are sitting in these like rafters, like dark corner of the roof, watching this happen and realizing that if they catch us, that we are gone. We are Dunyan rings.
Okay. The intensity of what he's explaining, right? That's how serious is. This dude shot up his daughter. You didn't take it, Pop, on some Nazi SS type shit. Okay? They are describing World War III Nazi style. That's what he's describing. This is what's going to be going on with World War III. This Nazi looked at his daughter and said, "Nigga, you didn't take the C hip? Pop. His own daughter. That's the seriousness, right? Let's get this. Let's get, what is it, 14? You ever read 14? I think, or was it 16? 14 and 2. No. Is it 16? Let's lock it. 16. Malignant. What did they say about cancer? It's malignant. What does malignant cancer mean? This word malignant, right, is paired or is commonly seen next to what? Tumor, malignant tumor or cancer, right? Sores, cancerous sores. I wonder if we can find that in there. Cancerous, festering sores, horrible malignant sores, painful sores, malignant, grievous, nigga, noisome. They're fellow noisome and grievous, all right? How about cancers? Painful, afflicted, loathsome and malignant. Can we get cancerous out of it? Painful, severely painful, noisome and grievous, painful. Bear with me. Sometimes you just got to do this. Painful. All right. Hey, cancer. Apparently, cancer is painful, nigga. All right, Salakia. Yep. Came a sore. Grievous. Cancerous. Oh, an evil sore. severe, most grievous wound, an open wound, nigga, festering. Ugly sores broke out. Painful, severe, and malignant. Abscess, painful abscess. We need to take all of those words, those synonyms, right, and put them into say, what word is missing? A hurtful and afflictive sore. What the hell is that? Grievous, malignant, ulcer. There came an ulcer, malignant and painful. All right. Now, this is what all sin, whether it be political or is going to cause a noisome and grievous ulcer on you. Nigga, if you worship on Sunday, mark of the wild beast. Baneful. There came a baneful and painful sore. A grievous ulcer. How do you get that from all sin, whether foreign or domestic? You don't. That's just stupid. And to have a grown man, right, who you're giving money to, tell you some bullshit like that and you believe it, right? Claiming that you're in the truth and that you're worshiping Yahweh, and you're not worshiping Yahweh Shem Yosha. So, hey man, let's play this whole thing. Salakia. I'm kind of ranting. So the elder Apostle Dar was having fun with it. I'm gonna play this whole thing. Okay, so this is the guy's dream. Gonna get a full screen. He's gonna say his dream, right? And listen to the intensity, right? Because it's gonna be. This is only. It's about 30% of the reality of the intensity of that situation. That's the best I can describe it anyway.
I feel like last night God gave me a dream about the mark of the beast, and it was kind of a doozy. It's kind of scary. But I will tell you as best as I remember, because it gets a little intense, but bear with me. So classroom, I was in a school setting or something like that, and remember the teachers came to us saying that we had to get this quick little surgical system inserted because it was the only way to stay a part of society, because if you don't, it's basically like an automatic way of declaring yourself as a full-out criminal, like you're the worst of the worst and they gotta get you. And automatically, I knew what it was and I knew not to get it. And I was telling certain kids, like, yo, don't get it. Like, if whoever I could talk to quietly and just like, don't do it. And so we all had to walk from our classroom to the place to go get it done. As we were walking to that room, me and a few other kids just like took off in a certain direction and tried to start like hiding. Like, just, we needed to hide. We knew we needed to hide. All the kids who went into that room, I never saw again. Anyways, me and the kids who decided to run away were hiding in like the darkest corners and attics and crawl spaces of the building, of the facility, to, you know, not get caught, not get found, because if they found us, we knew it would be bad. Anyways, a little bit of a fast forward. I'm sitting in a room and I see an officer walk in with his daughter. And this does get a little graphic. I'm sorry if it freaks anybody out. But they were both talking to each other, and you could tell he's like trying to calm her down or something. And in comes a few more officers, and they ask him, like, why didn't you do it? Like, why didn't you take the system? And before he even really could respond, they pew-pewed both of them in the heads. Bam, done. And me and like one or two other kids are sitting in these like rafters, like dark corner of the roof, watching this happen and realizing that if they catch us, that we are gone. We are done in rings. There's nothing to do about it. And it started getting really intense from here because it's a life or death situation at this point. So for hours, we were sitting in these corners of the rooms trying to hide and pretend like we're not there and, sneak around. And, whenever a new person walks in the room and starts to search our area, we had to just kind of keep going and hiding. basically a big game of cat and mouse. Fast forward a few more hours, it's already nighttime. There's no one in the facility other than officers looking for me and the other kids. And we all knew that if they catch us, we're done. We knew we needed to escape the facility, but there was not much we could do to get there, especially while there's people walking around. There's a few moments where I almost got caught along with a few other people, and the only thing that I could do, the only thing that I knew to do, was to get the guy before he got me. So, whatever was nearby, clunk, that's the only thing I could do. In which we kept running and hiding, trying to, get away from these guys and just make sure we didn't get caught. Who wasn't a part of my group in the immediate time, get caught. They pulled him down from the thing and pew, right then and there. And we all saw it. Trying to maintain our composure, we eventually did find a way out. We did get out of the facility and we sprinted into my forest. Fast forward again, I entered another warehouse situation with a bunch of other people who didn't take the mark.
That was the chariot. Enter ye into thy chambers.
I remember that things were very, very on edge. There was almost no food, not a lot of weapons. We didn't really have anything. And I watched a group of girls run inside the building holding up a sign. It's like 3, 2, 1. As soon as they put 0, they were hiding, and a truck pulls up with a bunch of people in it, a bunch of officers, and they get out and they start searching the area. And I knew the only thing that I could do was go and hide in the rafters again. I had to get up somewhere to hide.
The secret place of the Most High is what they were being shielded while everybody else is being found.
And it was so scary because I was trying really hard not to knock anything over. In the area that I was in, there's a bunch of tools and stuff in this warehouse, and one little nut or a screw falling off where I was would tell them, hey, come get me. It was pretty terrifying. And so anyways, I was up in the raptor. I got my way up there, and I watched these guys start to really search every single corner of this building, and it felt in my gut that it was only a matter of time before they find me. So I had to just keep hiding. I had to keep finding a way out. And then I woke up, and man, it felt really real. It felt extremely realistic, and there were some other details I won't go into because they were just a little bit more graphic, but it was real. It was there. I was there. And part of me just knows that when this mark actually comes, when the mark of the beast actually comes, this is how it's going to be. It's going to be at a point where if you take it, you're part of society, but you deny God. If you don't take it, you will be.
How does he get it so perfect? And then you got Nate, who is turning people away. These guys already showed you that they're going to turn people away. When that needle came out, them niggas said, go get that needle. Okay? They all did. They're going to do exactly the same thing. How can this guy get it perfect? Oh, he ran, he fought, okay? He did things, right? When you listen to his story, he did things that show he's speaking on behalf of the men of the Lord. What did he do? He was like, well, they're rounding niggas up and they're forcing niggas to take the chip. And while that's going on, he's running for his life. And what is he doing? He's telling people not to take it. And see, the point I'm making is he's describing what is known as the hour of temptation. Okay? They're in the hour of temptation. You understand? He's describing running for his life in the hour. If you don't take the pop, pop. And he's using code. He's speaking code. Not one time does he say microchip. He keeps saying system. So he's speaking in code. He said pew, pew. So he knows the game, right? If you're observing how he's talking, right? He's talking like us, all right? He knows not to say microchip, okay? It is a system. That little tiny chip is a microprocessor with a whole bunch of little integrated circuits on it. Microscopic. It's a system that connects you to a larger system. So everything he's saying is in code, And if you understand through the Spirit, he's speaking to, this is a message to us, is what it is. Through the Spirit. It's too on point. Okay? Everything he's doing, he's going above and beyond the call of duty in the hour of temptation. Okay? He's telling people, don't take the chip. The point I'm making with that, okay, in that hour, right? It's dangerous right now telling a motherfucker don't take. But can you imagine in that hour? You're making yourself an even bigger hey, there's the guy telling people not to take the chip. By then, our tongues will be cleaving to the roof of our mouth, and the famine of the word will have come and gone. But to tell anybody, to be doing this work, right? Hey, don't take the chip. Makes you a fucking target. This dude is in Jacob's trouble. I'm trying to get Jacob's trouble, right? I mean, not Jacob's trouble, but the hour of temptation. Oh, Salaki, I'm excited. Salaki. I'm going to just read it right here in the Berean. Revelation 3 and 10 in the Berean. Because you have kept my command to persevere till the end, right? He that shall endure until the end, to persevere, I will also keep you from the hour of testing. That dude is in the hour of testing. Okay? Now I know I got to bring this to a close because I will ramble. That is about to come upon the whole world, not the world, but the whole world, to test those who dwell on the earth. That's it. This guy is there. He's describing the hour of temptation, and he's fucking being a hero. He had to take niggas out to get to the chariot. He's telling you of the pilgrimage. This is the end of the pilgrimage right here. The hour of temptation is the end of the pilgrimage. He said, I had to take a couple of niggas out and get back on the path. See, I didn't want to. They forced me to have to, and it became necessary, but then I got right back. So at some point, he had some spiritual power. And I'm speculating, but if you listen to him, right, he's in there fucking being a hero as a man of the Lord, right? Guiding people. He's guiding. He got a little caravan with him, and they're hoofing it. He's taking care of them, leading the way. This way. He's hearing a voice saying this is the way, and he's following it. All right. So anyway, that's what I got out of it. All right. So the hour of temptation, right, is upon us, and I've been waiting to do the M.O.T.B vids, right? But it became necessary, so I guess here we go, Here we go. It's part of it. Anyway, with that, let me get 1 Peter, because endurance, right? You got to endure a lot. He was emphasizing the gravity. He kept emphasizing the gravity of the fucking situation, man. Okay, and he did a great job explaining the hour of temptation. All right, so I think I'm gonna make the let me get 1 Peter. I'm gonna make the title Dunyan Rings and the hour of temptation. Yep. Because that's what this is. 1 Pete 4. Read it in the Berean. 1 Peter 4 and 7, but the end of all things is near or at hand. Therefore be clear-minded and sober so that you can pray. All right? I'll leave it at that. With that, we hope the elector edified you, brother, your sister Shalom.